Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana continues to move in this descending wedge. It's interesting because it's starting to get squeezed into an apex here between this descending wedge. You can see the descending wedge trend lines and the ascending broadening wedge. Yeah, so we've got an ascending trend. I mean, it's not really a wedge. Don't take this trend line up here too seriously, but certainly down there we've got an ascending trend line. And then the consolidation within this descending wedge. Typically, you would expect a breakout to the upside. Now, it doesn't have to happen. Typically, one says that round about 70% of these wedges, these descending wedges, they would break to the upside. I'm also tracking it from an Elliott wave point of view as a correction, so an ABC structure, as you can see here highlighted in white. In a WXY, one more low seems likely, actually, okay, because it looks like and the C wave looks like an ending diagonal, right? So you can have an overlap between waves 1 and 4. By the way, I go to the 1 hour chart, we see it in a little bit more detail. So it looks like we had a wave 1, we had a wave 2, we had a wave 3, had a wave 4, and this could be a wave 5, which might get one more low, to be honest. It doesn't necessarily need to, but I think it looks like it because the move down was quite strong. This is now consolidation, would indicate one more low, and then we need to see, okay, can it actually hold the support level of the wedge? And it might then decide to go. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, we're still in the wedge. We've been tracking this now for a few days. It seems to work out. The market seems to be respecting our trend lines of the wedge pattern. And if this indeed is an ABC structure, then either now or at $23, we should see a reaction to the upside. So I'm tracking here a trend reversal area. I'm not very confident about it because such a structure here, especially given the context and how the price moved of the 10th of June low, that leaves a lot of room for interpretation. Therefore, I'm not too confident about a long trade setup here. Nevertheless, I'm giving you the support areas. You can use them if you like to. It's just that we only have 3 waves up basically off the 10th of June low. Only 3 waves, and I'm counting it as a 1-2 setup complete in a diagonal, then an A wave off the 3rd wave. We're now in the B wave with one more high to come. Even then, we only have 3 waves as per Elliott wave, and we really need 5 to confirm that a lasting low has been established on the 10th of June. But nevertheless, the trend is up. As long as the trend is up, we're going to follow it. Just be aware that we are at a very, very important decision point here, because you could argue that the trend breaks if the ascending trend line breaks. Now, there will be still Fibonacci support levels to support the price, and the 2230 level is here as well to provide temporary support. So below 2230, and that's a very clear statement, I would not be confident at all anymore about this yellow wave count. It is a diagonal structure anyway, so we have to be ready for potential changes and morphing changes or morphing wave counts. So just be aware of that. It certainly is only a corrective move up so far. Again, we can give it a chance as a diagonal as long as it's above 2230, and it should really turn around here between now and $23 to the upside. If it breaks below $23, okay, we've got one more structural support level, but below that, I think we have to look at an alternative wave count, which could lead to a much deeper retracement and will then make these support levels relevant again, which price already respected before here on the 10th of June. So that would be between $15.20 and $10, with the very key level being the 78.6 retracement at $12. But for now, the trend is up. We're focusing on higher. It's just that you need to be aware that this is not a high probability wave count at the moment, and the structures can easily change. Yeah? Just be aware of that. But support is clearly stated, and if price breaks to the upside, we have a realistic chance to push higher to, first of all, round about $35, $36. If you want to know how I got to this target, well, we take the length of the A wave, go to the low of the B wave. I mean, again, I can only really measure to the last low. I think we will, if we make another low at least, then we have to measure that again, but it wouldn't change a lot. Measured against the last low here, which was 24.80, a key target would be, $36.70. We talk here about the 1-to-1 ratio, the 100% Fibonacci extension, which is, to be honest, a very common target for a C wave. So this is really the time to be watching these trend lines. I think the market is respecting them quite nicely. We're also in Fibonacci support. So yeah, I mean, this is the spot where a turning point could occur. It's just that the context of this chart and the way the rally looks, it leaves a lot of room for interpretation. Okay, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.